Smoking.
BRT. Let me tell you all a story. I was waiting outside the BRT stop. An old guy came up to me, and I was like, "Hey man, what do you think I am? Some sort of Lucky Strike loser, man? Heck no, man. I'm a Marlboro man, man. I'm Camel Cam, man. But I'm not, and I'll never be a Lucky Strike loser." Here we go now. Let's all sing along. If you like cigarettes and BRT.
No. Okay, I think that should be okay.
Okay.
All right.
I had talked about starting a band for a really long time. And that's kind of how I start anything, is I just tell all my friends about it, usually as a joke. Yeah, I would just tell people I'm going to start a public transit punk band. And I was talking about that for like 3 or 4 months. And then my pal, Steven, he came back from Boston for a little bit. I told him about my idea, and I'd been working on a song or two. And I showed him the songs, and he was kind of digging it, so we would kind of meet up regularly, play guitar together, and drink a lot of alcohol. And we didn't really get anywhere because we were just such a couple of numbskulls that were trying to hide through the cover of, substances, I guess. Like I said, I would just talk about it. I did more talking about the band than actually performing or playing or anything like that. And I'd always tell Gabe about the band. I'd always tell them like, I'm starting this band, I'm starting this public transit band. And they'd always say, oh, I want to join, like they wanted to join. I didn't really even mean for the France to begin in the first place, but it kind of did happen. And then eventually Gabe's like, let me come to a rehearsal. And I was like, okay. So we brought Gabe. They kind of whipped us into shape, really.
Stand clear of the closing doors. I don't want to go to the car wash, baby.
Rehearsal is a lot like how Congress should function. It would be us three kind of like hashing things out and kind of figuring it out. I was in a couple of bands before that, and they all kind of like, I really hated them because I always just felt like a studio musician. I never got to actually do stuff on my own.
We all say, this is your brain on cars at different speeds. So it's like, this is your brain on cars, this is your brain on cars, this is your brain. And it's just like a cacophony. And then slowly, like, you two drop out. So it's just me. It's like, this is your brain on cars, this is your brain on cars, this is your brain on cars.
I've always been pro public transit since I started riding the bus, and I've always thought that, more people should ride the bus. We're standing at my favorite bus stop. A lot of buses run through here. 77, that's my bus. 90, that's 77's rival bus. The 14. It's a wild place. Yeah, this is my favorite place to wait for the bus. I like how brutalist it is. And this is kind of where I came up with the idea to start a band about public transportation. I've been riding the bus for about 4 years now regularly, and that was enough to fall in love with the process. And it's been my most consistent relationship. I go on periods where I really dislike my family. Right now I cannot stand my sister because she has this god-awful dog, but I've always loved the bus, even if the bus doesn't love me. So I felt like I wanted to make a band about the bus. The transit themes, I kind of think that 90% of the problems that we're facing right now as a community and as a country and as a global community could be solved with public transit and mass transit. Environmental problems. The media has demonized, or I've been led to believe, are a certain way. They're not like that at all. When we're all sitting on the same bus together, how can we hate each other? How we express it in our music is I think none of our songs are that angry. We're more interested in getting change through, like having a positive message, and that message is ride the bus. We state our thesis statement, which is ride the bus.
Ride the bus.
And then we play all our songs, and then we end our set with the same song, Ride the Bus. It was scary, but it was also like, that's always what I wanted to do with the group. I always wanted to play live. So it was scary, but it was just so fun. And what's great too is like everyone who comes to our shows, they're all our friends. So it's kind of just like another hangout with all the homies, except, you know, we're on a stage. So let's say I was to like try to shoot Amy right now, which, believe me, it's tempting. No, I'm kidding. But we had playing live has been so fun. It's been stressful, but it's been wonderful.
Dracula is in the house, bitch.
Anytime we pray, he'd cry. Yeah, that's weird. We take band bathroom selfies and
I'm just thankful that we've got a crew of people that come to see us, and they all like listening to music, you know, even if it's us.